Before we actually get going, hey, I got a cool thing, guys. We have a sponsor for this episode.
What?
Yeah, we do. The only sad part is you guys don't get to partake in the sponsorship gifts.
Is it a pre-recorded one?
No. It's just me talking and telling everybody that we are sponsored by Mount Olympus Brewing out of Aberdeen, Washington for this episode.
I bought sheets for my bed that were like $400, like made out of bamboo and copper. So they're
What?
like they're antimicrobial. Yeah,
They have copper in
they're
them?
woven with
Laying on
copper
a metal
because
bed?
no, just the sheets. They're really soft and they're antimicrobial because copper naturally kills bacteria. But the problem, there's one downside to them, is that because they're bamboo, they absorb oil. So like every other way, they're perfect sheets. But because I'm an oily sleeper, the oil stains them, and then you can't really wash it out.
So you're just an oily person. I mean, I wouldn't just say that you're an oily sleeper. You're just an oily person.
But it's primarily when I wake up in the morning that I'm the greasiest. Like I can go the whole day and I'm not greasy.
You're a greasy
night.
boy.
I'm not that greasy at night. It's just when I wake up.
But you're a grease. I mean,
I feel
just call it like it is. You're a greasy boy.
I feel like I'm a natural amount of grease. I feel like most people scrub the grease out of their pores on a regular basis, whereas I don't use soap in the shower.
You embrace it.
You excrete your grease.
It's just I'm the natural amount of grease that a human being would normally exude.
Well, but also you exude more than the normal person. So
that's because the normal person scrubs it out of them with soap. That's what I'm saying. Like in ancient times, people would add oil to their skin. Black people still add oil to their skin because their skin is dry because they wash it so much.
I mean, we also live in a very wet climate. I feel like that doesn't really lend to having oily skin. You know what I mean?
That doesn't make any sense.
Like in ancient times, they had very much so like a much drier climate.
Wouldn't oil be better in a humid climate because oil and water repel each other?
No. Hold on. Are you trying to insinuate that if you have oily skin, you will be permanently dry?
You'll be drier.
You will be water repellent.
Drier, yeah.
You could go in the ocean, and the ocean would push away from you. Is what you're telling me, right?
I'm not 100% hydrophobic, okay? But oil and water don't mix.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Beers Per Minute. I'm your host, Mick Pettit. With me, as always, Calvin Mile, Devin Lopez.
Yo.
Hello.
I'm ready to tear into this beer, guys.
Tear into it.
What are you drinking?
That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm tearing into.
Is that why you had to go get your special glass?
Yes, because I'm using the Mount Olympus Brewing glass.
Mm-hmm.
And this is their new Flip Phone IPA. 7.8%. Delicious. Chris and I had these yesterday when I was getting the flyers put up for Mario Kart. All right, let's crack this sucker. I gotta get it towards the mic here.
That was a good one.
Tasty.
That's the Devin "oh yeah" emote right there. That's what that is.
I mean, I almost don't want to use the glass, but I kind of have to because it's so good. So this is on the crushable list.
You should taste it out of the can first, and then pour it in the glass and compare.
I'll pour it in the glass first.
No, you're not getting the can head if you pour it first.
I already started though.
You whore.
I am. I'm spilling a little bit too. Although, that's really bad. I don't know what happened to my hands last night. Sitting there having a good time talking with Asher and Chris. We're playing some games, and I'm like, I'm drinking some Asher's maple rum. And as soon as I get that glass right about, I don't know, here, my fingers just decide, nah, you're not going to hold this anymore. And I spill that much.
Oh, man.
All over my crotch.
Alcohol abuse.
And my chair. I couldn't get up and leave because we had just started the game. So
You just
yay,
spat in your own mess.
and of course it was one of our good ones where we were just kept researching and actually doing good. So that maple rum, as time went on, things started to get a little tingly. I had some hot nuts,
Nice.
if one would say, and it was like icy hot. You know that feeling of icy hot? You ever had that?
Are you
Yeah,
I get
intimately,
what I mean, I haven't had it in that area,
Are you
but yeah, I
intimately
get
aware?
what you're saying.
Yeah, like you've never had like icy hot like on your back and then it drips down to sweat and like.
No,
I don't think I've.
okay,
Oh,
I
you
don't
guys
think
are
I've.
such oily, greasy boys.
No, I've never used
No,
icy hot
no.
ever
I'm saying like
on
you use icy
anything.
hot because your back hurts, and then you go out and like mow the lawn, or you're doing stuff that's making you sweaty. So
No, I don't do that. I don't do that before I do things. Like I use that type of stuff like at like before I go to bed. Like during the day, you deal with the pain like a man.
Yeah.
I'm old now, and I hurt all the time. So I have to take things that help me to just deal with not hurting, and as soon as I wake up. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean
I've ever.
that's why I drink.
I've never purchased icy hot. I've never used it at all. How's it from the can?
They can.
Delicious. The Crowler. Crowler. Oh yeah, I should tell you guys where they're at too. They are on 105 West Heron Street in Aberdeen, Washington.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, but like icy hot or whatever, wake up in the morning, your back hurts from just sleeping.
Mm-mm.
Give it 3 years and you'll get there.
No, it hurts, but we don't put icy hot on and then move.
No.
Oh, I mean, you have to, like, sometimes, or even like during the summer when it's super duper hot, where you don't do anything, and you just sweat profusely. That's always fun.
I think if I were to wake up in pain, I would take pills before I rub oil on my back.
No,
I
because
would
like
take Advil or Tylenol.
but
Or
those are time
oxycodone.
release. Those take a lot longer to get into your system, whereas the topical stuff, it targets the pain and goes right to it.
Why don't you just
Like
keep like a
CBD
bottle
do.
of whiskey next to your bed and you just take a shot in the morning?
Yeah, just take some topical whiskey in your throat.
I mean, I could do that. I mean, that was like the first year of the pandemic. Every day, and that was really great coming back into society and trying to convince people that oh yeah, I started putting whiskey in my coffee at 10 a.m. when the pandemic started. Man, this is not normal habit for me.
Yeah, I spent way too much on alcohol when I was home for the 3 months of the pandemic. Yeah, the COVID.
3 months.
Did you have it delivered or did you get it?
I got grocery delivery a couple times, but they kept messing up my stuff. So then I would go do grocery pickup because that was free as well. So I would just drive to Fred Meyer and they'd load into my car, and then I could look at it right then and there and be like, "No, you messed up my hot dogs, you whore," and they'd have to go back in and fix it.
I did a delivery order from Total Wine and More, and there is nothing more satisfying than somebody getting out of their Prius and hand delivering 3 boxes full of alcohol to your doorstep as you're sitting on the lawn drinking beer.
Yeah. I never got anything from Total Wine. I just did it from my local Fred Meyer.
Right.
I don't know.
Sure.
Does Total Wine even deliver to me?
I doubt to you.
All the way out here. Yeah.
It wouldn't deliver to me either.
Boonies.
I mean, it's only half an hour away, but yeah, most delivery ranges are like 20 minutes or less type of thing. That looks really good in the glass.
Mm-hmm. It's very pretty.
It's shiny.
So they have another one that's a hazy that was pretty good, and I like that one a lot, but this one was better.
Yeah.
And it was only like 3% difference.
Up or down?
This is up.
Got it.
But this one tastes better.
I like how we're all wearing white shirts tonight. What's this theme we've got going on here?
Thanks.
You got Dusty.
White shirt?
I'm representing the Dusties.
What does your shirt say, Devin? I can't see it from here.
Yeah.
Paul Westerberg.
What is that?
It's skater.
It's a little bit old school for everybody. Just a musician of some sort.
He's a musician. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it you? Is it your alternate?
Is it your pseudonym? I've got the BPM.
Are you Ron Swanson? Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Duke Silver. Are you Duke Silvering us? Is that what's happening?
He's looking it up right now.
Oh, I forgot. He was the lead singer of the Replacements.
Oh, okay.
Did he get replaced?
No, I don't think so. At least.
Oh, because you said was, like past tense.
Well, I don't think the Replacements are around anymore, so I think that's why.
Oh, who replaced him?
I don't think anybody replaced him.
No, who replaced the Replacements? You said they're not
Nobody.
around anymore.
They're just gone.
Oh,
They're gone. They're dead.
There's
They don't
no
exist
replacements.
anymore.
they died.
It's like they're nothing.
That's pretty morbid.
Calvin, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking orange juice and rum.
What a classic mixture.
Yep.
Look how brown that looks.
Oh, that's such brown and biscuits.
Well, it's because it's
It's so thick looking.
That's much rum. There's this much rum.
The Admiral Nelson. See, it still just makes me
It's
shiver.
delicious. I brought it to his house and he refused to drink it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't get into that.
I did.
Well, yeah, you did because I was out there.
mixed
I was out there
bread.
like a man digging holes.
What was Calvin doing?
I cut all the concrete.
In there mixing his juice and rum.
I cut the concrete. That's what I did.
You did cut.
And then
some
the
concrete.
machine broke, so I went for a drink break.
Is that a euphemism?
But that happened when the machine broke when Chris used it.
Yeah. Chris touched it and it snapped in half.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's all right though. I got most of it done though. Like the what's left to do is just try to bust that concrete out and do that little bit on the side.
Yeah. So you
Front-
weren't able to get
front's
any of it
good.
out of the trench yet?
Not yet, no, because I did the main driveway part first.
Got it. Yeah, I feel like
'Cause
that's going to be the hardest part is trying to get that stuff out of there because I don't know if we cut all the way through or not.
I feel like we did.
Then why is it in there so hard? Like I feel like you should be able to move it around.
Because it's old concrete.
But what's it attached to?
And clay, whatever is underneath of it.
Mm.
You know, it's been there for so long.
Probably have some real clay dirt.
Clay
I actually don't know
heaps.
that. That sounded like a smart thing to say about.
No, that was right. No, I have so much clay. So much clay. So since you cracked it, what are you drinking, Devin?
I'm drinking Fort George Suicide Squeeze.
Suicide Squeeze?
It's a special edition IPA 7.2.
Oh, nice.
You guys, Silvertober is dead.
Silvertober
Silvertober is dead.
Yeah.
What happened,
I'm a
buddy?
failure, and you should all hold me accountable.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's only the 7th. It's a weekend, Devin.
Here's the thing: Silvertober was actually over like 2 days ago, so I made it 5 days.
You lasted a work week. That's it.
Hey,
Not-
good effort.
I don't drink for 5 days straight normally. That's I only drink on weekends anyways. You just did a regular week.
I went to trivia, and I was sitting inside of a bar drinking iced tea by myself for 35 minutes while holding a table. Literally, a table next to me it was an old couple, and they sent over a note saying, "Hey, I don't think they're coming, bro." As I was sitting there for 40 minutes, and they were laughing, but I was drinking so much iced tea. I drank so much iced tea. And then another table sent over a shot midway during trivia, and I drank it. I could not drink it. What are you going to do? You're going to turn down a shot of whiskey? No.
Were you still alone 40 minutes in?
No, this was like 3 hours later, 2 hours later.
And you were still alone?
No, I had people. I had people around
He's
me
at the trivia night by himself.
with a big table.
Yeah.
17 iced teas deep.
I drank it. I drank a shot of whiskey. Okay, I failed.
Did you feel bad?
October 5th,
immediately?
8:52 p.m. Yes.
Or was it glorious? Was it glorious? So soon
No, I felt bad. I felt bad about it. I felt dirty. It felt like I had sinned.
Yeah, Devin holds his guilt for a long time. We discussed.
Yeah,
least
I do.
At least 2 days, right?
At least 2 days, and then tonight I was like, "All right, what am I gonna drink?" And I was like, "You guys were like, hey, let's start recording," and I was like, "Nope, I'm running to the tap room to grab a."
Oh, that was your 20-minute errand to go get some booze. That's funny.
It's really
So
good, by the
guys-
way.
Oh yeah, that one's really good. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
There was something with George one. I think I talked about it before, but it was the 3 wise men.
Mm.
That was the yearly stout that they do, and it's aged in rum, bourbon, and tequila barrels.
Right.
It's
I
a whole
remember you talking
year.
about that.
That one's good. That one's super sweet though. Like, what are those sweet alcohols?
Mm.
You guys excited for Mario Kart?
I'm trepidatious.
I'm excited for Mario Kart. Are you nervous? Are you so nervous?
I can't think of a funny word like trepidatious to say.
Why is that a funny word?
'Cause, let's be honest, none of us know what it means actually.
No.
I doubt Calvin
know what it
actually
means.
knows what it means.
I
I
know
think
what
he
it
has
means.
an idea of what it means.
I know what it means.
What does it mean?
It's like nervous and excited at the same time.
Are we
You're
sure about
titillated.
that?
I think it's titillated.
Titillated?
That's the word.
That's a good
It's
word
titillated.
too. I think
I think we
titillated
established that, but-
is just excited, right? Titillating.
When I look up trepidatious, it says in a state of trepidation. You have to go another level deep. Trepidation, a nervous or fearful feeling of uncertain agitation. There's no excitement from trepidatious.
So you're just
Agitated sounds exciting.
you're just agitated.
Uncertain agitation.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think people are going to be there. I think it's going to be amazing. We had real good response with the posters and things out. People have already seen the ad. I went up on all the socials. And yeah, everybody's like, this is awesome.
I think I'm nervous about trying to commentate other people playing Mario Kart.
We just got to try to be funny and throw them off.
I mean, that really sounds up Mick's alley of the throwing off part. I feel like I kind of have the funny lockdown.
Do you?
Calvin, what are you going to bring to the table? I'm
gonna
Are
bring.
you just gonna?
I'm gonna bring the Chrome Dome.
There it is. That's funny enough, right there.
Nobody else is gonna chrome up this dome like Calvin is.
Are you gonna shine it up right beforehand?
I mean,
Rub some oil on it, maybe.
Yeah. Rub some more oil on it.
No.
Yeah.
You oily, greasy boy.
Bro, I just won't shower that day. It'll be fine.
Oh, at least
Take a little
just
nap
not
right beforehand.
just put a shower cap on and you could take a shower.
There we go. Don't wash it off.
Good.
Yeah. Rub some coconut oil on my scalp.
Ew.
You don't like coconut
weird.
oil?
No, I like it. It's weird. It's one of those things that's like, I kind of want to eat it with a spoon
Don't eat
because
it.
it's weird and cold.
Don't eat it.
But
It's not good for you to ingest. You shouldn't actually eat coconut oil. Lots of people think it's healthy to eat because it's healthy to rub on you, but it's not. Don't eat it. It's
I use coconut oil for cooking and things.
you shouldn't. You should use canola or something that's not full of like saturated fats.
I just think
I
it's weird.
don't
'cause
have
it's,
the
like,
information to back this up, but I don't agree with it.
Avocado oil is
I'm not
is
gonna
good.
say anything.
Canola oil is good. Olive oil is good in small measures just because it's so rich. You don't want it to overpower your food. But you shouldn't use vegetable oil or coconut oil in cooking.
I use straight up bacon grease, just fat.
That's not bad.
I use ghee.
Ghee's good.
Mhm.
Ghee's good too. Yeah, it's actually like a really popular misconception that coconut oil is good for you to eat. But if you look it up, the people say don't eat it.
So you're bringing back 2 episodes in a row.
I know there was a fly on my microphone, so I had to blow at it.
That sounded like your daughter trying to give an excuse for something.
Yeah.
I've heard that exact tone from my daughter. Oh no, it just was on there, so I did it.
Guys, I don't know what my voice is gonna do. I haven't drinking beer for 7 days. Okay.
Oh my god!
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Have you eaten anything today?
Yeah, I've ate food. I ate kimchi and tuna together.
Kimchi?
Together? Tuna kimchi?
That was my lunch.
Interesting. Was it
You guys had the
spicy?
No, it was mild kimchi. I can't
Mm.
do spicy kimchi. What do you think I am?
Well, like it's not real
Yeah.
kimchi then. That's just
It was
pickled
kimchi
cabbage
still.
at that point.
I have a friend that I worked with, and we're out, saw them at a garage sale or something,
Mhm.
and her mom had made kimchi just to have for
Mm.
people. Real like real kimchi.
Yeah.
My God.
Legit Korean kimchi.
Like I took barely even a bite, and my mouth was so on fire.
Yeah, I can't eat
Like-
kimchi.
And it was delicious. Like I couldn't stop eating it though. As soon as I
Oh, I bet.
took a bite, it was like, oh no, I'm gonna hurt later. And she still doesn't give me the recipe. She's like, oh yeah,
They
I'll get it
don't.
for you.
It's secret.
I know. I'll work on Linda. I'll work on you, Linda.
I'm not usually
She
even
might watch that
a
one.
big fan of pickled things in general. So pickled spicy just sounds like
Fermented.
no.
Are we gonna do the fish? We're gonna do the fish challenge.
That fish that's like in a can that's like
The fermented fish.
the Nordic fermented raw fish or whatever.
Yep.
No,
Yeah, you've seen that,
I've
Devin?
seen it.
No.
As soon as you crack the can, you'll start gagging because of the smell.
They put the
Evan's
fish
gagging
in
just
it
talking
and,
about
and
it.
all the things,
Okay.
and they seal it, and they don't cook it. They just let it ferment in the can. And it's a Nordic thing. And usually the cans are like look like they're gonna explode.
Yeah.
There's a dude that opens it in his car, and it like
Oh yeah, it's a horrible
squirts
idea.
the whole thing. And he's
You have to throw the car away after that. I feel like if we just
think I'm
showed
okay.
if we showed Devin a video of it, he might throw up.
ooh, yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
Just
that's really
watching the
funny
video,
because
he'll throw up.
just listening to
Hold on, stop.
we
Okay,
watched.
let's just stop. Let's just.
It's just really funny listening to like three old ladies gag though, and like find it hilarious. There were these
Yeah.
three old British ladies that were just dying. Like, you need to try this. Oh, it's amazing. So good.
I think I'm.
I don't think I could do it. I couldn't do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't think that would be something that I would enjoy.
I mean, it'd be funny, but I mean, we could try it. Do you guys
I mean-
remember the hair cake from Jackass?
I never watched Jackass.
Was it Jackass or no? What was it? Jackass? I can't. It was either Jackass or early YouTube, and these people like
Like Fear Factor?
did a cake out of hair. Oh,
like
like
early YouTube.
you would throw. You're gonna throw up, Devin. You will. You need a bin.
Don't look it up.
Filthy Frank.
If that's the hair cake,
Don't
it's
look
Oh
it up.
like,
my gosh, this might be Filthy Frank. Oh, gross.
if that's the guy.
I don't want
I
it.
remember it. It's old. Like it. These old things are resurfacing again. People watching it for the first time. It's really
Yeah.
funny watching that. But
It's
Oh my
millennials.
god, it is Filthy Frank.
Millennials exposing Gen Z to everything that we went through. That's what it is.
man, you will suffer just as I did.
usually avoided looking up things that I didn't want to see.
Oh my god, there's
That-
literal hair in it. Oh
I
my
had
dude.
good self control.
It's wait, yeah, he takes a big old, yeah, you better have a bin ready, dude.
right now.
Good looking at.
Stop watching it.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Gonna throw up on the
Well,
microphone.
I have a good gag reflex, and that one made me gag.
I think I've only ever gagged from watching like cyst extract, not cyst, like the big pus things
Yeah,
on
I can't
people.
do those.
My wife likes watching it, and there was one. Usually, I'm just like, it's whatever, but I don't like it, but I'm not going to gag. There was one that
Mhm.
looked like they were squeezing vanilla pudding out of somebody, and that one made me like. That's the first
Ugh.
time I've gagged while watching a video.
First time I ever gagged from something was actually watching a Rooster Teeth. It was one of their podcasts because they used, I think Gus was using the earpiece for a while so he could hear the control room,
Mhm.
and it started to get a blockage in it, so he had to go to the place to get it taken out. So they put stuff in it and let it set, and nothing moved. And they put stuff in and let it set, and nothing moved. And they tried to pull out a little bit, it didn't work. They poured it in there, said like a couple hours. They're like, oh, we'll have to like, if it doesn't work, we'll have to do it out overnight. And they pulled this big old chunk out, and they put, and he took a picture of it, and he put it on the podcast. And I was, it's when I was cooking, and so I was doing my prep work, and as soon as they put it on there, I like had to put everything down and like walk out for a good 5 minutes. So like, oh my god, that just about got me.
It's gross. It's really
Like ear
gross.
stuff gets me for some reason. I don't know why. That's
Yeah.
So I can watch pimple popping videos and like those types of things, cyst extraction like all day long. I don't know why. Like I'm totally fine with all of that.
Gross.
But then I just literally watched this video where they're shaving their belly hair and putting it in this batter and then dropping an egg inside of it. And that literally made me want to go wash my eyes with soap.
That sounds funny though.
Oh, dude, it's disgusting. It's so bad, especially when he eats it.
I hadn't gotten to that part. That's so bad.
Oh yeah, they make the whole cake. Like they bake it and eat it. It's disgusting. Oh, I found this really sweet hat the other day.
Raymond Federal Savings and Loan.
Yeah.
Are they sponsoring us too?
No, they're not. They still have
They
a
don't
bank
exist.
though in Raymond. They're still there's still a bank there, but this is an old hat. Oh, and I found out something. So you know how you see pictures of like kids in the 90s and they have their hats on backwards, but their hats are always covering their ears. Like they're always like way pulled down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever wonder why that is? Because I figured it out.
I never wondered why, but
Never wondered.
I guess now I am.
It's these hats. I'll show you. Because if you try to put these hats on backwards, like this, with your ears, they don't sit right. Makes it look like you have a huge spot. So you have to put your little ears in so you can make that hat set how we wear our hats now. Like the kid from Recess. This is how his hat was.
I've never seen them with their ears in, actually. I don't know.
You what?
I've never seen them have it with their ears tucked inside of the hat.
Yeah, there was a big thing in the 90s. Because this was the hat, the snapbacks. Because the snapback hats were all trucker hats. And the trucker hats are meant to sit on top of your hair. Because that's how they were.
They wore them, they tucked their ears inside of their hats?
Yeah, kids did. Yeah, because look, if I have my ears out.
Calvin, back me up.
If I have my ears out, it doesn't sit right.
I didn't wear hats.
Yeah, that's
it's got too much like fluff on it. It doesn't sit right.
No, they did that.
Your ears,
they did
yeah,
that.
No. How it was like that.
That's
Yeah, like
what
that.
They did.
That's what they
They
did.
had kids with their ears sticking out. Yeah.
Mick, were you
The
the only one in the 90s that were tucking your ears
Nobody
inside of your
tucked
hat?
their ears into hats.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, younger kids did. Because our heads were too small.
Email us or
Put it in put it
comment on something and
put it in the comedy corner. Comedy corner.
Nobody tucked their ears.
You know, 90s kids, you know.
Nobody did
They
that.
did too.
I was a 90s kid. I didn't do that.
You didn't grow up in the 90s.
Yeah, I was born in 94.
You were born in the 90s.
Yeah, it means I was 6.
So you're
end of the 90s.
You're a 2000s kid.
2000s teenager.
Because you grew up in the 2000s.
Yeah, but
You
you're
experienced the
talking
same
about
things
little
like that.
kids. You're not talking about teenagers.
Right.
So
I'm talking about like
someone
in
who's-
school. When I was in
someone who's
school.
like,
Someone who's 30 at least.
I'm almost 30.
I don't buy this.
Well,
I'll look it up later.
you're a young child anyways.
So we have more Ask
Just a
BPMs.
sweet baby boy.
We have Ask BPMs that I've completely forgotten
Wait.
about.
Oh.
I was wondering when you were going to break them out, but cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, the
I'm
oldest,
unprofessional.
the oldest one is from like 2.5 months ago. I was just
Oh,
completely,
2.5
them
months
up.
ago.
completely forgotten about.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
This is Ask BPM.
Woo! Okay, the first one is from
Is
Court.
that going to be the intro for it now? The Ask BPM, and then he goes, woo.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't want the second part, but I'm okay with the first part.
It
I
can
mean,
be. It can be
The
part of
woo,
it.
the woo would be pretty fun.
Woo!
I don't like it. It sounds auditorily bad.
You sound auditorily bad.
Read your stupid questions.
Okay, the first one, it's I don't know if we're really in this scene or not, but it's who's more obnoxious, Ninja, which is the blue-haired Twitch streamer who made
Ninja is.
Fortnite popular,
He played with Drake. That's how I know who he is.
or XQC. I don't know who
I don't know who
XQC
he
is.
I know the names, and I just don't like that child because he made a lot of money.
Okay.
And he was on the news. And
You're
and
envious
that-
of Ninja?
No, not really envious. It's yeah, he did spend the days streaming and doing those
He
things.
worked really
but,
hard
like,
for what he got.
he did. He did work, and he did. That's a lot of things on you.
You know how hard editing is.
Yeah, but
Okay, so I will be
Good
basing
job.
my opinion purely off of looks alone.
Okay.
Um,
What does XQC
okay.
look like?
Why don't you throw a picture in the
He's a Canadian. This guy.
room. Edmund. Yeah,
Throw one in there.
Yeah, in our chat. In the admin
Okay.
chat.
He's a professional Overwatch player. So it's Overwatch versus Fortnite. That's what this debate really is. So I think
Overwatch versus Fortnite.
I think Devin's gonna go with Ninja's more obnoxious because he likes Overwatch.
I was actually gonna say XQC is more obnoxious.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've only seen this guy in meme reaction videos.
XQC?
The XQC guy, yeah. I think XQC is also he looks more obnoxious than Ninja. I think Ninja was relatively down to earth because he didn't make a bunch of hype clickbait YouTube videos.
This is XQC.
He just
Dropped in an admin.
he just streamed and worked hard. That's it. Did you hear that?
Good child.
You guys hear that Ninja actually just quit recently?
Oh, did he?
I honestly didn't know he was still going.
Yeah, just recently. He quit. I don't know if he's gonna come back or not, but I just recently heard that he quit.
Huh. Interesting. I
Um,
did hear that Fortnite added lobbies where there's no building now.
Oh yeah, no build mode.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. It almost made me download it. Almost.
That's me too.
I did download it, and it's way better.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
Hey, I'll try that
No. I don't want
for
to.
Apex. I do have Apex downloaded now.
Apex.
I have Apex now.
We have
Yeah.
Northgard. We should do Northgard.
I don't have Northgard yet.
Everybody
I'm
has
still having,
Northgard
I'm
but
still
you.
having problems with my stupid Xbox thing. Like, it's not letting me switch the folder or switch the drive that it's installing into, and I've taken out the program, reinstalled it, and it still is not working.
Your
It's Discord.
Xbox?
Discord's being stupid. The Xbox app.
Oh,
I'm on PC, member.
got it.
I'm on the PC.
Okay,
Master
so
Race.
consensus: who is more obnoxious? We need to answer the question fully. XQC.
Yeah,
It's the Canadian one.
Canadian dude.
Canada doesn't exist.
What's up, everybody? Your boy here, Mick. Yeah, I just did that. That's what I just said. I'm trying to be like Calvin now, aren't I? Trying to be all hip. You know what? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to tell you guys about the Mario Kart tournament that Beers Per Minute is putting on in November at Wildman Gastropub, downtown Olympia. That is November 4th at Wildman Gastropub, downtown Olympia here in Washington. We look forward to seeing all you bamps there. You better be there, be square. All right, back to your show. Bye.
It's another empty case of beer, another fucking hopeless year, another night of lying awake, feeling like a basket case. So I'll see you in the future, at least your sense of humor.
All right. Next question. This question's way better. This is a way better question, I feel like.
A better question.
This is from random guy. He says, "What's the best Pokemon?"
Mm.
I feel like that's a way better question.
I'm so out of the game with
It's
new
okay.
ones, so I don't know any of those ones.
Of the ones you know.
Pokemons
Of
to
the
talk about. Sorry.
did you say Pokemans?
Pokemon
Give
conversation
me some of them
starter.
pocket demons.
How to not look like an idiot. Pokemon.
What Pokemon do you know, Devin?
I actually know a lot of them, but it was a joke.
Okay.
I really liked Diglett and Dugtrio.
Dugtrio?
Dugtrio was pretty OP.
Have you seen their Alolan versions? They have hair.
I've not seen those.
You
They have
seen
hair?
Yeah, the Alolan versions of the Diglets and Dugtrios, they have Island Boy hair.
Well, put it in the thing there.
I'll look
so we
it
can see a
up.
picture of it. Island hair.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the
man.
Alolan Islands, it's like supposed to be like Hawaii or whatever. But
Oh,
there's
man.
like different versions of a bunch of Pokemon, like or tropical basically is what they are.
awesome.
Did you find it?
So
Yeah, I found it.
kinda... See, those ones were really good. I also liked, I'm kind of biased because Squirtle. Squirtle was always my favorite.
You like Squirtle the most?
Yeah. That's awesome.
So I guess Mick's favorite is the Alolan Doug trios.
I mean, those are pretty funny. Those are pretty great.
I mean, Snorlax
They look like they
is
should have
kind
a...
of my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
So, is it your favorite or is it the best Pokemon?
I think Snorlax is the best Pokemon.
He's the best Pokemon? Okay, because that
Why
was
is he
the
the
question, is what's the best
Why,
Pokemon?
why is Snorlax the best?
Because he lives his life carefree.
I don't know. I feel like Snorlax literally in the games was one of the best lower level Pokemon to end up getting.
Yeah.
You could literally beat so many of them with just Snorlax.
True.
Yeah, I think like when you go to catch him, he's weak, but you catch him and he's already a high level or something. Like he starts off way better than like a level 5 Pidgey or something. Then
Right.
Yeah.
And wasn't his ability like to literally? I mean, he just puts the other Pokemon to sleep, and then you can just attack them over and over again and keep spamming it. So like,
Did
Does
he
he-
have sleep?
I thought he makes himself sleep to heal.
Yeah, he can recover. He can go into sleep,
didn't
and
sleep?
he can do
which was
he
the
can do
one
body
that-
slam.
Jigglypuff makes other things fall asleep.
Jigglypuff.
Oh, I thought Snorlax did too. but
I
maybe
mean,
not.
I'm sure you could teach like sleep pattern or
might.
whatever to a lot of Pokemon. I'm sure lots of Pokemon could learn sleep moves. But Snorlax's like starting sleep move was he sleeps himself and recovers his entire HP, but sacrifices a turn or something. Or no, I think it literally gives him the sleep effect. So the sleep effect can last a random number of turns, but if you use sleep and then give him like awakening powder, you just get a free recovery, basically.
That's pretty cool.
But I feel like at that point, why not just have full heals? I don't know.
Did you guys play the Game Boy version?
like
The
Fire
Game Boy
Red.
Color. Yeah, Game Boy Color, like red, yellow, blue.
I had
red.
the Fire Red on Game Boy Advance.
Did you ever, for the original for Game Boy Color, there was a glitch where you could go down to like this one island, you like go up and down a couple times, and then you run to like this weird glitch of a Pokemon.
Oh, Missing Go.
Maybe.
Missing Go is the glitch Pokemon. It looks like a crazy Tetris piece.
You couldn't do anything with it though. You have to kill it, but it would give you like your 6th item. It would give you 99 of them.
Interesting.
So you could put rare candy on your 6th item and then just go fight this thing and then have 99 rare candies or health potions or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Or if you needed money, man,
You get 99
throw
money.
go. Well, and they could put something that's worth a lot, like some
Like a gold
master
nugget
gold
or
balls.
something.
Yeah, or the ultra ball.
Oh, that's
Or-
probably a good way to cheat and get a bunch of Master Balls. That's the way to go.
Yeah, that's
Dang. Catch all
easy.
legendaries.
Back in the day when you had to get the magazine to look at the cheats. It wasn't Game Informer. It was
Nintendo Power.
GameSpy was one, and then there was .com. It was,
I actually had a couple of Nintendo Power magazines at one point.
That's pretty cool.
Nintendo Power was pretty good. I can't remember that site.
I think one of them.
What was the cheat code one?
I think the one that I kept. I don't know if I still have it. I think I might have eventually got rid of it for some reason, or it just like got crumpled for somehow. But it was they were like premiering like Metroid Prime or something in the magazine, and they had a full page of Zero Suit Samus, and I was like, that's hot, that's cool.
It was under his pillow every night before he went to sleep.
Thus, Calvin was born.
That was Calvin's awakening.
That's my awakening. No, it wasn't. Zero Suit Samus in Nintendo Power magazine. I just appreciate it. I appreciated the fact that they did that for us. That's gamers.
It's like I totally appreciated the what's her name? Christina Aguilera. Like when her first album had the nice fold out in it too.
Gross.
That was on my wall. Hey, you have to remember that was my jam back in the day, man. She was hot. I liked her better than Britney. I didn't care for Britney. Sheena Aguilera was good in the Genie in a Bottle stage.
I don't think so at all.
She was
kind of gross.
Eh.
Like she's on.
I
Same
mean,
wavelength of Angelina Jolie. Like
I still like Angelina
You know.
Jolie, but there was a point that it was like, I mean, because she's Tomb Raider. That's it. Like she pulled off Tomb Raider.
Yeah, she was
And,
she
like,
was hot in Tomb Raider.
But like, there's nobody else that could pull off Tomb Raider that good. Like, what we wanted from the original Tomb Raider games for it to be adapted, like she pulled it off really good.
Tomb Raider is just still Tomb Raider. Like I want that pixels. I want that just those polygons, just sharp angles.
You can play as that in the new Tomb Raider games. There's a
Really?
there's a retro polygon skin where she has pointy boobs.
Yes.
And block
thank
hands.
You.
Yep. Oh yeah, hours and
Sign me
hours on those
up.
games. Those games were so hard too. Like the very first tomb you go into in the game, the very first game, like you fight a bear like right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid little. You go to try to jump and you jump straight up in the air. And you get killed because something comes and grabs you. Oh, have you guys seen was it Callisto Protocol? That new game that's
Seen
coming
things
out?
about it.
Like, holy moly, it's like Dead Space.
Cool.
I mean, do you ever play Dead Space?
Yes.
So remember how you do the puzzles, and if you did it wrong, you just horrifically you would go wrong.
Vaguely. I did not
Remember
play
the
space.
Did you do the eye thing where you did put the needle in the eye?
I do
and
not
go really
remember
slow?
that thing.
Oh, so there's one part in Dead Space where you had to take this needle, and it goes third person, and you had to like drive this needle into your eye, and you had to do it just right. And if you missed it, it wouldn't just like it would like jam into your head, and you'd fail. Kind of like Resident Evil, like when you die, whatever. It would like that really fast, quick scene, kind of like that.
Gotcha.
But it's super, super jump scary and like.
So it's literally directed by the guy who co-created Dead Space. So
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
So
I've just
that's why
seen
it's so
little
Dead
bits of
Space
things.
adjacent.
Okay. Dead Space was good. They did good on those, I thought.
I never played a ton of them. I mean, I played them a little bit.
I wasn't
They were
into them.
good jump scare games.
I don't like jump scare games.
I love jump scare games.
Outlast was the only one I played.
Mm.
And that was good.
I played that one a little bit. I think I have. Actually, I just never
I think the best Pokemon is Dragonite.
played it. Dragonite? Dragonite's not bad.
Like Dragonite's
Although
really good one.
Dragonite always just reminded me of Dragon Tales.
I like Dragon
always-
Tales growing up. That's a good show.
I think the best Pokemon is Charizard.
Charizard.
I mean,
He's
it's
aight.
obvious.
I
He's
think
Best
Mewtwo is the
Pokemon,
best Pokemon.
actually.
My brother would probably
Meowth.
say Rayquaza or something.
Yeah, Rayquaza is actually pretty
My
good.
brother loves Rayquaza.
Rayquaza is a really good one.
Best Pokemon is Meowth.
No,
Meowth is the best because
Meowth, not the best.
he's not even.
Pokemon.
He's not even the next evolution
Meowth.
of the Pokemon.
Meowth is because the Team Rocket Meowth, the actual talking one.
Yeah.
Because the reason why he's able to talk is because he had to grow up by himself and learn how to fend for himself and figure this stuff out.
But he doesn't
Like,
know any moves.
You know, I mean, eventually he learns one or
No.
two, but eventually he does. He learns the coin one.
Learns how to throw money on the ground.
It's I forget what it's called.
That's a failure of a Pokemon.
The coin throw or something like that. He's got the little coin on his head.
I am aware. I don't think Meowth is the best Pokemon. I don't think anybody's ever won anything with Meowth. I did
Dude,
see.
I had
one
a-
guy.
I had a Meowth that wrecked on blue.
I did see one guy win in like tournaments with a team of 6 Bidoofs. They're all level
What the-
100.
The hell's a Bidoof?
It's
a
like
sheep.
it's like a sheep. It's like a sheep beaver.
I've never seen that one.
It's
I said I'm not versed in the
yeah.
newer
It's
ones.
it's like 3rd gen or something. I
Mm.
don't remember.
Jan.
He's like the Rattata of that generation. He's like the super
Rattata.
common weak Pokemon you find everywhere.
What
Rattata.
Pokemon generation did you guys start on?
Fire
I mean,
Red.
Fire Red.
I
Fire
was,
Red.
Fire Red. On the
Really?
Game Boy, on the Game
Okay.
Boy Advance.
You were original, right, Mick?
I was yeah.
Okay.
You know, yellow,
He
blue,
was
red,
just
green.
yellow,
right.
blue, red on the Game Boy.
I started on gold and silver. Actually, I started in crystal technically, but that's
Mm.
still gold and silver, like the third game.
What were the starters in that one?
With the starters on them.
Because I know the starters in the originals were Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. Those are like the OG starters.
Right.
Bulbasaur? I mean, I never had a Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
I had Bulbasaur.
That's what I
I
said.
had Bulbasaur.
I said
You said
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. You said
No, I didn't.
Bulbasaur.
You have
You're
hearing
mixing
issues.
two genres there. That's Pokemon and Power Rangers there. Ooh,
I
can you imagine that
I don't even
matchup?
know what that is.
Cyndaquil, Totodile,
Oh, okay, it was that
and
one.
Chikorita.
Totodile's
Yeah.
pretty good. Totodile was my favorite. in that
Totodile's,
one.
yeah.
I've never played those ones.
Totodile's a crocodile. He's a water crocodile.
Yeah,
Pretty
I liked
cool.
him.
He had like his jaw in the Pokemon lore. His jaw could like snap through anything. It's like
Oh,
50 tons worth of weight or something in his jaw. It was crazy.
that's pretty cool.
So bite was his like best move for a while.
Lapis was good too.
Lapras was good. Lapras was
Lapras
everybody's
was solid.
like swimming Pokemon. That's the one you
It was their
teach
boat.
swim to. Yeah.
Yeah. And I always got my Farfetch'd D, and I made him my flying Pokemon. It was just angry. Farfetch'd.
You say far-fetched D?
That's how. Yeah, a long time ago. That's what we always used to call him in school. This is Farfetch'd. Yeah, I know.
I guess that's kind of like me thinking that Chick-fil-A was pronounced Chick-fil-A.
You thought it was pronounced Chick-fil-A?
When I hadn't heard anybody say it. I just saw the logo, and I was like, "Oh, Chick-fil-A."
That's like, oh man, we're going down there. We're gonna hit the Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you call Fila shoes?
A what?
Fila shoes. What do you? How do you pronounce
I don't
it?
even know what that is.
Fila, the brand of shoes. Not sponsored by the episode, by the way.
I've never heard of them.
Okay.
Shoes.
I'd probably say Fila. I don't know.
I don't know. It's a shoe brand. Okay.
Oh no, never heard that one. All right, what you got? What's the next one?
Next question.
Next question. What are your opinions on homeowners associations?
I would have to blank out too many words.
You don't like them?
You actually have that many opinions?
Dude, they can suck a big fat turd. I hate homeowner associations so much. Like, no
Yeah.
end. My
What
sister-in-law's
Karen
in
hurt
one.
you?
Oh, none. I'm a carpet cleaner, dude. I've been there with people who are dealing with all this stuff, and I've dealt with it in like an apartment that I rented and things, and
I don't think apartments have homeowners associations. They're not homeowners.
when it's a duplex thing, it was an apartment.
Okay. It was a house someone is renting out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah. And I just don't like people telling me that my grass is a centimeter too high, or that my house isn't the right color, or that I can't have the things I have on my lawn.
But pay them.
Yeah, pay us.
Yeah. I've definitely heard
Pay us now.
I've heard lots of horror stories of homeowners associations. We have one where we live, and they don't care about anything. So my
Just pay
experience
dues.
with them is, it's like $20 a year.
What do
or
the dues
something.
get you?
They maintain a standard in the neighborhood. So like if somebody were to try to have a junkyard in their front yard, they wouldn't allow it. Like
Okay, how does that help you actually though?
it raises the values of the property.
That's all it does. It's just about money.
It maintains
just money.
property value, because if your neighbor puts a beat up car on their yard and wants to work on it in their front yard, and there's like rusty car parts all over the grass, that will lower the property value of all surrounding houses.
Gotcha.
That is the essential reason for a homeowners association, is to maintain property value. That's the whole point.
Right.
But they go overboard a lot of times with like grass centimeter and stuff like that.
Or even just saying like you have too many. You can't have like your garbage cans out by your outside. They have to be in the garage.
Yeah,
Things like that. Like, no, I'm not You can't tell me where I can put my garbage
Mhm.
can or where I'm not going to put my garbage can.
We looked into the bylaws for the homeowner association in this neighborhood before we bought the house, and yeah, they're super lenient. They don't care about most things. Like it's like common sense basically. Like, hey, don't keep garbage in your front yard. They don't care about your lawn. They don't care about your house. Like, I think your fence can't go past your house. Like, you can't build a fence around your front yard type of thing. But like that's
Why?
because like people would do it for privacy,
Okay.
and you can't
So when
have, because it doesn't look good in the neighborhood.
so
Have a
so I
bunch of
can't
fences.
have privacy on my own property
Not in your
because
front
this
yard.
homeowner's a place where I am the most. That goes the entrance to my house where I would
Yes.
spend the time. Like, no, that's dumb. No.
Well, because then you
I
just
feel like
then
Mick
you just
doesn't
have
like
a
it on
whole.
principle.
I think Mick doesn't
I-
like authority. I think that's what Mick doesn't
He
like.
has
No,
a problem with
No,
authority.
no, I mean, depends. But
See,
I
now we're getting
respect,
to
I
it.
respect most authorities. But when it comes to that, like, it's just these people that are on a power trip that think that they know what's best for their cul-de-sac thing.
Because imagine
and
if
they-
the whole loop had privacy fences all across everything, and the driveway had a gate on it. Like, it would just be a loop of fences.
Yeah, and if you wanted to live in that spot, it's perfect for you then.
Well, the thing is that it would lower the value because the neighborhood wouldn't look good.
It would look great to the people that want to have privacy and have a fence.
Yeah, but then you can't sell your house like that. That's the thing.
Yeah, you can.
It's
I
It would
think
work.
it's too much. It's dictating what you can do with your own property. That's what it is to me. Because if I own a piece of property, I should be able, within the legal of like the state things of property lines and all that, I should be able to do whatever I
Sure.
feel like I want
You
to on my
legally
property,
can.
no matter what. Right. So even if
But
you have a homeowner
But you sign a
association,
contract when you buy the house, so legally they can fine you for it.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I would never do that. Even if it was there, I'd be like, no, not even gonna.
But you signed it.
But I wouldn't see this thing. I wouldn't though,
Then you wouldn't be able to
would
get the
not do that.
house.
and I would find the house that I would find, like my house.
Yeah.
55,000, man. Great.
Yeah, you got pretty lucky.
I
with
got a deal.
Your property is a really good deal.
Yeah, HOAs can just die in a hole.
All right.
But
I don't own a house, so I don't have an opinion.
Mhm. Well, I've gotten into this argument quite a few times with people, and
Devin's
the
HOA
same
is his
thing.
landlord.
see,
Yeah.
you have it all. Also, he is part of an HOA, probably, right?
No.
Are you,
No.
Okay, then.
No, he
we're
doesn't
good.
live
Good.
in a neighborhood. He's just a house on a street.
A house in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Old song.
I don't know what that is. What is
Old
that?
song. It's a really old song.
Is it?
Our house in the middle of the street.
Our house in
The middle of our street, our house,
house.
where the
Careful.
people like to eat. Our house.
This has been BPM Karaoke Hour.
BPM karaoke.
Yeah.
Ooh, we
my
should
God.
do that.
Can we host a karaoke night?
I would love to do karaoke, dude.
That'd be funny. It doesn't work
I
super
mean-
well over Discord because you have to have each person play their own music. You can't have a streamed music because of a delay.
Oh, we can do it like Wildman or something. They
Yeah.
actually have open mic and stuff on Tuesdays, I believe. Every Tuesday.
Cool.
So if you guys want to check stuff out, since you're closer than I am, we'll be there.
All right.
We are closer.
Yeah,
Next
got
question.
another one?
I
Another one?
got the last one. Last one.
Last question.
This
It's
one's
a-
a doozy, by the
It's
way.
dude.
Buckle up. Buckle up, everybody. You're in for a good one.
Would you rather have
Mhm.
herpes
Yes.
or HIV?
Double yes.
I'm gonna go herpes.
Is that from experience?
No,
Okay.
I've had neither of these things. Well, they're incurable. So if you have it forever.
How do you know you don't have herpes?
Because I don't have any symptoms of herpes.
I thought it was like literally a lot of people have herpes and they don't
Cold,
know they have
cold
herpes.
sores, things like that. Like that. We've had this conversation before about cold sores.
Yeah, we had a conversation about cold sores versus canker sores. Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that.
Cold sores are herpes.
You gave him another question he can technically tear apart so hard, dude.
No, I would pick herpes over HIV
Yeah,
because herpes can't kill you.
I mean,
Herpes
80% of people who have herpes don't know they have herpes.
probably because
boom.
they're not very observant.
Lawyered.
It's probably on their butt and they never
Calvin
look at
probably has herpes and he doesn't know
it.
it.
No.
'cause, I mean, HIV is more of a, it doesn't show, but you're just sick and things. So
Yeah,
yeah,
HIV
Isn't that one terminal, actually?
that's
it
what,
is.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said.
So
HIV
basically, do you
can
want
kill
to
you.
die or not die?
Not die.
HIV
Yeah,
just-
not die.
HIV
gross.
is treatable with quotation marks, but it will
You
eventually
would just
kill
have
you.
to always have a disclaimer of be like, "Hey, I got the herpes."
Well, you
Can't share my
you would
glass.
just not share.
Like you can
tell
share
everybody.
anything. It's
Well,
okay.
it really
I only
depends.
have the herpes.
It really depends on where, if you have symptoms and where they are, because I don't think it can be spread through regular saliva. I think it has to be spread through the actual pus from the boils.
Which could
So
be
if you don't have
from a cold sore.
if you don't have a cold sore and you
True.
don't have boils around your mouth, you could technically share food with people because you
This is
wouldn't
a
be
doctor's
transmitting.
opinion right now, letting
I'm-
everybody know you can share food, guys.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's one of those diseases where it's only transmittable through the symptoms. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's just like one it's just in your spit.
Got it.
That's
So you're not a dirty boy
I'm pretty
if you
sure
have
anyways.
herpes.
Yeah, it depends. Like you could have herpes and be totally asymptomatic and like wouldn't even know.
This isn't a very good question because literally one does actually kill you, like one you will die from.
Yeah.
But the other
Yeah.
one is more of just
It's an
honestly
annoyance.
an annoyance more
It's
than
like
anything.
it's like bad
Really
acne.
gross annoyance.
Yeah.
Annoyance.
It's like it's like transmittable acne. That's what it
So
is.
with that being said, I would probably choose
Aw.
HIV. Moving on to the next question. Next question. What do we have?
That was the last one. Do you have more?
That was the
Okay,
last one.
got
That was the
it.
last one. All right, that's been Ask BPM.
Please give us some more doozies like that. We like them.
It would be better if it wasn't, like life or death.
I
without real
mean, I'm
consequences.
not against them.
No, but I mean, give us some more
doozies.
reasons to choose one or the other.
Like, would you rather? Here, quick. Would you rather? Would you
Okay,
rather
yeah.
jump
So,
off
yeah,
of a
go ahead.
bridge or live your life in your home happily? And I mean, obviously, we don't choose jump off a bridge.
I'm gonna stay in my home.
Yeah,
for the
I
rest
mean-
of my life. I would never
I
leave
mean,
my house
jumping off the
again.
bridge would be fun. It'd be great.
I'm joking. That was a joke. It was a joke.
You know that is it 80% of survivors of attempted suicides from jumping off of bridges have said it was the worst idea they ever had. The survivors.
Yeah, I mean, attempting suicide is a pretty bad idea.
No, the 20% said this was the best freaking idea I've ever had.
Well, the 20%,
This weird-
20% probably try it again.
The 20% were like, heck yeah, man, let's do this again.
My
I'll see you next
chest.
Saturday.
The 20% became professional skydivers.
I want to do this for a living. I found my car.
Yeah, adrenaline
Get a
junkie
call.
awakening.
Get a call from Steve-O or Johnny Knoxville or something. Like that one big fat guy. He's part of the crew now. I forget his name, but
Fat
he's like
Albert.
real big, and he has like stunt or die on his
What?
belly. He's a big dude, and he like took a ramp out into some cactuses.
I don't think you
Found him on
know.
YouTube.
I don't think you're aware of how little I know about Jackass.
Have you
Or this was just a
anything
YouTube
about
dude.
Jackass?
No.
There's not. I mean, it's just like stupid pranks and stuff. I forget the guy's name, but he's a big guy.
Yeah.
They did. What was it? Something with sushi that I heard.
He's not like new.
It's not, I mean, he's not super new, but
Like
he's like part
Italian?
of the crew.
Preston Lacey, right? No,
No,
right?
not Preston. No, Preston's been around forever. The other guy, he's younger. He's like your guys' age.
Why'd you both snort at that?
I laughed at him laughing.
I laugh whenever Mick tries to just make us sound like we're just young, inexperienced people.
young little pups.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying
That's
to
a
people.
big ass spider right there on my wall.
Nice.
Oh, good lord, that is awful. Oh, God.
You should call Riley to come kill it for you.
She's not here. Gross.
Can
God,
you not kill
that's-
spiders?
No, I can, but
You have
this
to have your
sucker's this,
daughter do it for you?
Yeah.
this sucker's this big. Oh, God.
He makes Riley do it.
Oh, where'd he go?
Oh my
Yo.
gosh.
Oh, no,
that's
where'd he go?
Embarrassing.
All right, no, there it is. He's trying to hide. Got this, guys.
So the air quality is getting worse, guys.
Got him.
And this
Yeah?
has been this has
getting
been the
worse?
PSA about the weather.
It's at 64 right now,
Ooh.
which is getting up into the yellows.
Oh boy.
So make
There we
sure.
go.
Is it because of the fires?
Yeah, there's more fires. So
What's burning now?
trees
Quit
probably.
starting them. People, this is a call of action to people.
Oh, I
Stop
thought I said people were burning.
burning.
No. Trees.
The
It's probably
fires.
trees. I'm gonna go trees. Trees are what's on fire. But yeah, when you
Ice.
keep your air recirculating in your car, don't bring in the air from the outside. You'll get the black lung like a coal miner.
That's how I feel actually. Like literally the past week, I felt like am sick, but it's literally just like I don't think it's just been air quality. Like it sucked.
Yeah.
I already feel like I'm slightly sick because of the cat, because I'm allergic to it, and I love her so freaking much. I want to cuddle her 24/7.
I have an idea.
and rub our noses together.
I have an idea of something that we should do together.
An idea?
We should all get some smelling salts and do them on the podcast.
And then deadlift. Yes.
No, don't
Let's
deadlift.
do it.
Just
I wouldn't
just
deadlift,
smelling
but I'd
salts.
do the
Let's
salts.
do
though.
smelling salts, and then I will deadlift
There's,
alone
I think
while
it's-
you guys cheer me on and spot me.
There's a brand of them that I was looking into. I think they're called Nose Slap or something, and
Mhm.
Why are we doing smelling salts?
they sound really cool.
It's a
um,
TikTok thing.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a TikTok thing. It's just something that I was looking into recently. So most smelling salts are like one-time use. Like once you crack the bottle, you have like 10 seconds, and then the salts are spent. But this Nose Slap one, it says it can last like up to 6 months of use.
Oh,
So, I want to get some of them and try them. Apparently, they work like natural energy boosters. Like, yes, people use them to wake people up, but also apparently it like increases your oxygen intake and like wakes your brain up. Like people use it instead of like caffeine shots or something. Like they just do smelling salts.
You guys,
like
let's just
those-
snort a bunch of stuff, okay? This will be great for
You don't snort it, you
me
just
being
smell
able to
it.
snort cocaine.
You just smell it.
is it like those workout snaps? Have you seen those? I can never find like ones they do where they like pop it and they like hardly anything in it, and they're like, "Ooh, yeah, super energy."
I don't know.
Drugs
Have you
and
seen
things
those?
That could
looking
be
up.
like essential oils.
It's like a workout snap, and it's like a
You find
snap
it at a
and then
gas
you-
station next to the pills? Like, what are you talking
That's
about?
kratom. It's kratom and K2.
That's
That could be that
like
could
the
be
rhino pill or something. Like,
that could be like some
Oh,
sort of
that's for a
essential oil
different-
or something. Now this one you just open the bottle and you smell it and then you close the bottle and that's it.
You probably get the same effects with some, beer pee too.
Cocaine.
Oh, no, that's like the redneck way to do it. Get one of those bottles of scent, deer pee stuff to
I
bring
don't
in
know
the
what you're
deers.
talking about. Why would you snort
Oh,
deer
my-
pee?
It's a redneck thing.
Rednecks snort deer pee? I'm worried about people now.
Just weird smelling stuff because you have used deer pee to like cover your scents, your
I don't.
scent and draw
I've
deer.
never
in
used deer pee to
if you're,
cover
if you're
anything.
hunting.
how do
If
you
you're-
make the deer pee into a jar?
Oh, you have to ask the people to make it. I'm not sure how they.
Like-
I'm not sure how
like
they
they-
gather the deer.
How do
pee,
you
or
milk
if
a
it's
deer like
synthetic
that?
They
deer pee.
tie a deer up and just put a jar
Very
under
carefully.
it and just wait for it to pee, and then they sell it.
That's a pretty genius business idea.
Just selling
Good.
bottled
look into
animal
this.
urine.
Well, they use
Like
it
you
to
just-
kill your scent from the animals.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Then
could probably
you smell
just
like a deer.
I could probably just put a diaper on my dog, and then just sell that.
On OnlyFans.
No, it'd be only
we talked
can-
about this last week.
It'd
It
be-
was a
Yeah.
pet's OnlyFans.
it'd be only canines.
Pets fans.
That was Fanimals.
Fanimals, thank you.
I don't remember talking about Fanimals. Was I here for that?
We talked about it sometime.
Yeah, we did. We did a little bit. It was pretty good.
That must have been the other week that I wasn't here.
No, that was.
I
was
don't
last
remember.
year.
Literally,
talking
that
about
was
Fanimals.
last week.
I'd
That
never
was
heard the
literally
word
last week.
Fanimals before. Never heard.
That was a good one. So, Devin,
Yes.
last week you missed Get Wrecked because we forgot to do it before you left the last episode.
You guys
So-
did it after me.
Oh, yeah, so we did. Yeah, we did it ourselves.
Classy.
We did. So before, because we had to do that at the end of the show. So you want to give us last week's rec?
Last week's wreck.
Yeah, for last week for us.
You got to wreck something.
Squeeze me. Last week's wreck. Thinking about what I was doing last week that was so recommendable.
Cocaine.
Last week. So last week, honestly, if I'm being objective about it, last week I probably would have said, can I recommend a concept? Is that okay?
Yeah.
A concept
yes.
of sober October.
Recommend.
No.
So last week I would
recommend that. Nope, that's
No,
bad.
it was last week's. It was last week's.
Not recommend that.
It was last week's. It's sober October. Now this week's, I'm recommending the concept of drinking. Completely 180 around from what I was talking about last week.
Wow.
The concept of drinking on a weekly basis, actually.
Drinking what
Yeah, so-
specifically?
I'm sorry. Alcohol, Calvin.
No, I mean like
So
what
alcohol-
alcohol?
Honestly, this week I probably would recommend Fort George, and as a whole, I have had 3 of their 2 IPAs and then a pale ale, and all of them have been complete bangers. There have been no misses coming from Fort whatsoever. So I don't know where Fort George is actually as a place where you can find them, listeners. But if you do see them, I would suggest grabbing them.
I've
because
never seen George or his fort.
I do not know where you can find this or what country this is located in, but I would suggest you drink it immediately. Very good.
Cool.
Fort George is actually here in the Pacific Northwest, down in Astoria, Oregon.
Astoria?
Are they really in Astoria?
Oregon. Sir.
No way.
Zer.
They're an hour away from me. So you guys have to come my way and we'll go down there.
We literally were just in Astoria like the other week.
Or Mick, you go to Astoria
Hey,
and we
wait a
go to
minute.
your house.
You were just in Astoria and you didn't stop and say
Why
hi.
do you keep saying that? Why do you keep calling it? Why do you keep pronouncing it like
Astoria?
that? It's Astoria.
Astoria?
You're in Astoria?
Astoria.
No,
It's Astoria.
it's not Astoria.
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 It's Astoria.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
Astoria.
they're really in Astoria.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
So, but you went through Raymond and you didn't stop?
This was honestly like 3 weeks ago.
I live here, bro.
We
I'm
were
here.
going to Seaside. We were bombing quickly to go to Seaside one morning, and we passed through Astoria.
Right, but I mean,
Sorry. Astoria.
I hate it.
We were passing through Astoria.
Right.
And
but you went through Raymond to get to Astoria.
Yeah, but they had a
didn't.
destination.
Yeah, you did.
no, we didn't.
You have to. You have to go down the coast.
Okay.
You have to go down the coast to go to Astoria. You have to go across the big bridge with the
Yeah,
big
but
turn.
I don't stop in every town that I drive through.
Seaside.
Oh, but when you know your friend and your co-host lives there, at least say hi.
No,
as you're
we
passing.
didn't go that way. We literally went all the way down I-5 and then cut over from Longview.
Oh, you went Longview way. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so literally,
right.
we did not pass through Raymond. Otherwise, I would have stopped. I promise.
Okay. That's fine. It's
Yeah.
better to come down my way, anyways. It's nice.
Is it? I always feels like it's slower. We seem to come back that way sometimes, but we didn't.
It's so much
honestly.
nicer.
I just go
and
whatever
it
way the map tells me to
adds
go.
a minute.
Yeah,
or
the map
two,
told
but,
me to
like,
go this way.
It does not add that much time.
Oh, someone just added another Ask BPM question.
No
did they?
freaking way.
They just added one.
All right, let's do it then. Let's do it. Throw it on there.
All right. Do you prefer Western RPGs or Japanese RPGs, and why?
JRPGs. We don't call them Japanese RPGs.
Well,
they're
JRPG. Yeah, he said JRPGs. I was just clarifying for the audience.
Okay, when you said Western RPGs, my first thought was like, oh man, yeah, I'm down with some like Western RPGs. Those
No, like made in
great
America.
games. But then you said, then you said the next part was like, oh, that kind of Western.
Yeah, RPGs made in America, basically. I feel like I'm gonna go Western RPGs because I have played some good JRPGs, but most of the ones that I've experienced are like low quality anime JRPGs.
Like what?
I can't even think of the names of them.
I mean,
Xenogears is really good.
Huh?
Xenogears.
I don't know what
I
that
haven't
is.
played in years.
It's an old PS1 JRPG. Is pretty good.
I mean, Final Fantasy's alone.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is
That
like
up.
probably like the best JRPG. Probably. I mean, I'm sure there's some other good ones. And I'm just trying to think of like ones that I've played extensively and enjoyed, and I think they're mostly Western. Like,
I guess.
isn't every D&D game a Western RPG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
but that's-
Baldur's Gate and Pathfinder and Solasta and Divinity Original Sin are like some of my favorite RPGs ever, and those are all Western.
True. Very good. Like Champions in a Wrath too. That's another good one.
Yeah.
That's
All the Witcher games are Western RPGs.
Yeah,
All
technically,
the
yeah.
Skyrim games are Western RPGs.
Yeah.
I do prefer Western.
All Bethesda games.
Bethesda
are
as a
RPGs.
concept is Western RPG.
I guess honestly, I would say I prefer JRPGs. Do I have the time and the like mental energy to like devote completely to them? No.
Yeah.
So I'd probably play a Western RPG before I would play a JRPG.
I feel like
I think I like them more.
I think a lot of JRPGs too. It's difficult to really experience them as an English speaker. I feel like because they are translated games for us usually, you kind of have to be a native Japanese person to really appreciate a JRPG. I don't know.
See that?
Wouldn't that same argument be applied for any subbed anime?
No.
Why not?
Well, actually, that would apply with that.
Subbed anime, yes.
Even a dubbed anime. I
No.
mean, wouldn't that be the why not? You're literally translating it from the
translating it, but
Japanese version.
I think it's different when the media is audio versus when it's text based. Because when we hear English words, we can relate to it better than if we're just reading English text that's been translated.
But if you're not getting the actual meaning behind the anime itself, I mean, this is honestly turning into a sub versus dub.
It's a totally different conversation.
But I guess I'm just saying, like, it's a very similar thing where you can't necessarily disqualify it just because you don't feel like you can understand it as an English speaker. You can understand the piece of art.
I agree with you. I do think that you can, like, people appreciate Final Fantasy games, even if they're in English, and you see like some translation issues or something. Like, I've experienced that a lot in JRPGs. Is like somebody talks weird, and you're like, that's a translation issue right there, because I'm sure that doesn't sound that weird in the original language. Like just localized games they usually sound funny sometimes. Like I can't think of one localized game that hasn't had some point where you're like, that's not how you would say that.
Right.
I can't personally. I haven't experienced any sub versus dub anime issues with storytelling. I have seen examples where like a name is different and the name means something different in the Japanese version than it does in the English version. But that's like a nitpick to me. Like, I don't feel like the deep lore meaning of somebody's name matters that much when it comes to the anime storyline. I feel like for the most part, the anime storylines are intact, whether it's sub or dub. It might character names or something, some hidden meaning or callback that the original language might have had might change. But I feel like jokes land the same and storylines are the same, regardless of if it's subbed or dubbed. So I don't know. I just think that's one reason why I don't always appreciate JRPGs as much as I potentially could, because I feel it's like it breaks my immersion when something doesn't sound right.
I can get that. I mean, there's been a few that I've watched with the subs, and I couldn't do it because it just was off.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't work. And like the animation, or even with like the sub too, like the animation was just like almost stop motion-y too.
Oh,
So it made the voice off.
there's something funny actually.